So you guys sit down for proper supper.
Sit next to Badger and Ace.
Proper supper now that you guys have no more cataclysmic events. Francis is unsurprisingly still very, very spooked. He sits next to his aunt the entire time. I should not say it. Yeah, there's there. I should just make your guys token smart. That'd be the obvious answer, right? So I could squeeze everyone around the table. We'll make Blit extra small. But as I'm hitting you guys with my shrink ray, is there anything you guys wanted? I just said that.
For fuck's sake!
You sit across. You're sitting across from Blit, and he, as Caradoc and Fayez and Liz and Francis, to some smaller degree, help set the table, so to speak. Blit looks across and sees you, Folk. Hey, pass me that. Those taters, which are right in front of you. they are right in front of you.
Be a good cuz, pass.
Oh no.
Then feel the disturbance in the
The
force.
murderous look you get, Badger. You can feel it. You can feel it on your skin.
Badger is
Pass
smiling
the
at you.
potatoes to Mina, who can then pass them to Eog and then pass them to...
So technically you didn't pass it. Very good, very good.
Yeah.
F is for Francis.
F is for
That is for
Francis.
friends who do so.
F is
Your
for
name is
Francis, sitting right
Francis.
there.
A is for Aunt Lizzie. I don't know what we're spelling, but.
L is for lunchtime.
I just need a K and an E.
Yeah. I was trying to think. And then I realized that the song is for a 3-letter word.
Hold on. Okay, that's good enough.
A is for kill. E is for Eulonians.
Nova would, before everyone gets seated, when Fayez is helping set the table, she would whisper something to Fayez, and he would nod I understand. I understand the mission.
Oh no.
Oh no.
He
That's never
tactically
good.
would sit next to Blit as one of the most peaceful people, but specifically leave a seat open for Anvil. Even in times like this, Nova has the time
Nova's
and
playing the
wherewithal to be
games.
cheeky.
I love Nova.
Alright, there's only one seat open. Oh, it happens to be next to your girl. I mean, Aunt Liz.
Oh, what? There's only one seat here.
He looks at Anvil would look at Fayez with a level of suspicion, either because he's an Ashworn or because he's Fiori. I don't know. And then Fayez is I'm just sitting next to Blit, dude.
I
No one else is gonna.
I'm the most friendly person here, dude. I'm trustworthy.
Trust me.
Just the
Trust.
Hollow Mirage.
Trust me.
Vanishes.
Anvil.
I
Not sure if he believes him, but
was gonna say, can I assist this on the proficiency performance? Far from it.
you can still roll. Well, I guess you wouldn't roll to help him. I guess you would just help him because that's what the help action is. What would you say to help him though?
Across the table, I see Fayez is now sitting next to Blit. I think Falk will say, well, if someone has to sit next to him, at least it's you two. Just ring towards Jin and Fayez. I don't think any of us could stomach it.
What does it mean by that?
I'm
We
pretty
don't
sure
laugh
he
at
just
you.
hates you. Exactly.
They
Jin is not. He's just I'm
she
pretty
doesn't
sure he
say that
hates
out
you.
loud.
Do not worry about it, but here, have some of this. What's this? This is stew.
Coleslaw.
A beef stew.
This is
Ew.
water.
Wow! I already know what that is, though.
It's so refreshing.
All right, so I will roll once more for Fayez. He needs to roll so well in order to succeed. Yeah, so Anvil's still suspecting some shenanigans at play here, no matter what. But
It's just a little shenanigan guy.
actually, those interested, roll me your insight.
Sure.
Interested in.
Anvil's disposition.
I'm busy.
Oh.
You know, Anvil's an intimidating guy, Badger. What can you say?
And we're sitting very near him
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
Insight
in his
27
gravity well.
from Jin. Actually, no, you don't even get the plus 4 because you're definitely super far away.
23.
So 23 is so good though. He accepts. He knows that he's not being pranked, right? But he knows he's the target of shenanigan. He accepts it courteously and with a bit of his own ulterior motive. Not any romantic one, but one of, listen, the two most scared people in the room should probably be near someone that is one of the strongest people in the room. For some peace of mind. So, not for any romantic reason, but he will gladly take on the spot, the mantle.
And then on the other side protecting them is a dog, and also Badger, but mostly the dog. He's a therapy
Animals
dog.
are great.
No, Crash.
Animals are great companions of safety.
Yeah.
You know
Therapy
that,
dog.
Crash? Responsibility, protection, that's how it starts.
Doesn't have to be
Yeah.
Not everyone
Why you have to tell
knows.
this to me as Crash?
No, Crash. Not every story is love at first sight, but it's there.
It can.
Listen, of all the GMs you don't need to convince to start romance subplots, it's okay, it's me, alright? I love romance subplots, alright?
Then what do we have to do?
I'm trying to rein myself in, hit myself with the bonk hammer, you know? I'm trying
Why
to,
would you do that?
I think.
I think Jin just gets like a slightly approving nod, just like, that's a good play. That goes back to eating his whatever he's eating. Eating his stew, that's what it was.
What's your guys' passive perception?
16.
A number. Oh wait, no, I'm wrong. It's actually a letter.
I think it makes sense that Falk is the one that clocks this. Amidst all the hustle and bustle, you see Nova, who's next to you, motion, like trying to get Eva's attention, and does like and taps the side of her head. To which Eva quirks an eyebrow, and Corley does the message cantrip, very blatantly at her. They have some sort of telepathic conversation.
I think Falk waits for some sign that they're done. Maybe they look away, or Eva stops putting her fingers to her temple, fucking
2 seconds.
Resurrect style. No, but she like whispers into like the copper wire, right? That's how he's supposed to cast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he waits for that to be done.
It's actually a bit rigged for Eva because her copper wire is tucked in with. I've never had to point it out, but I'm happy you brought it up now. It's actually tucked into a ring on her hand, so it looks like she's talking into her hand, essentially. Right? It's like a wrapping ring on her finger.
Right. That's pretty cool.
As you are inquisiting upon this, Nova spots you inquisiting upon this, and then hands you a note.
Unfold down to their table.
Do you like me? Yes or no? I was kidding.
She gets back the note, and it's the yes is circled so hard that it's just cut out of the note at that point.
I will send you what it says shortly.
Shortly.
What about largely?
No large people allowed. Only short. Yeah, get out of here, tall boy.
No, I misread the instruction on this. I understand now. It all makes sense. That's on me. That's on me.
What do you have on you?
No,
God.
that's not me as Nova. I'm just saying me as Crash. I misread this.
Oh. Do I have a writing utensil?
Nova hands you one of hers.
Y'all just want to go to Whispers for a second?
Nah, it's funnier if we do a back and forth bit.
Passing notes in class.
As you guys settle, actually, let's change this calm music out here. Let's go with something pleasant, despite
Speech.
dark truths being dropped here. Let's go for Quiet Forest Home. Him. Um,
Sorry, I inhaled my drink.
You're supposed to drink it. That's why it's called the drink, not an inhale.
so
Oh,
you guys
It's not a
are.
breather.
So you guys tuck into a very, very pleasant, rustic, and definitely comfort food meal. We have, assorted types of breads, mashed potatoes, of course, a beef stew more akin to a bourguignon and stuff like that. Let's see what else. Probably just outright roasted potatoes, some mushroom dishes, a flour salad, but I don't think that surprises any of you guys at all. A floral salad. Different assortments of teas are already made available. Let's see what else. Floral teas, of course. Let's see, what else would they have? Probably just a lot of onion dishes. Yeah, probably. Maybe something. Oh, Nina, what's that thing you make with beets? I forgot the name. Borscht. Yeah, probably borscht because beets are probably a pretty common vegetable. Like root vegetables in general are pretty common in the free roams because free roams.
Can't see, but I'm doing a little dance.
Nice, very good, very good. Yeah, a widespread an array of different foods that Fayez is sampling every little bit of. He saw how it was prepared, but now he needs to know, how does it taste?
I'm right there with him.
It is delicious, made of love, and that truly, and you would know Caradoc from experience, as your family runs like an establishment like that. Well, not like this, but like a dining establishment. There is an element of there's always some flavor profile that a person that cares about what they're making incorporates into the meal that they're making. Let's see. What else? Oh, Blit would be. He has no table manners. He doesn't have the concept of table manners.
Yeah, can Jin just run mild interference to make sure he doesn't ruin it for everyone?
Yeah,
I'm not trying to educate. He's just trying to prevent disaster.
Roll me wisdom. I think it's a wisdom check. It's not a hard DC, but I just want to see how successful you can corral the goblin.
Wisdom, please. I really wanted to roll bad, honestly. I got my dream. I would ask for an inspiration, but I don't think this is fucking important enough to steal someone's inspiration.
No. Any excuse to kill this guy?
There was a picture that is knocked over at some point.
No assassinations at dinner.
You
and it's a 50-50 between Jin or
no murder
the
at
badger.
dinner. No homicide.
The goblin.
adding that one to it. You try your hardest, but Blit, he's just like, sorry, but what's that though? And there are times where you have to sort of you do have to physically corral him from leaping over the table, walking on it to go. It's clear that he doesn't, despite him doing it to Falk a little bit ago, he clearly did it as maybe a bit. But he's in this food craze where he's just I don't want to wait for anyone to hand me the food. I'll just go get it myself, and he'll walk on the table. You have to grab him and push him back onto the pot that is his booster seat.
He just said, "I literally told you not to do that. Sit down."
It does not take a high insight roll to determine that Eva is disgusted by this display. Not you failing to corral him, but the fact that he needs to be
Just him
corralled at all.
existing. Yeah. We gave him so much information on how to not fuck it up, and he's like, but what if? Hear me out.
But what
I
if
did.
I still did it though? I want food. Good food. Yeah, it's clear that beef is a rarity to him, like a luxury piece.
Of course.
Because they don't have cows commonly in Makar, aside from stolen
They have
ones.
bug.
Yeah, they're bugs and stuff. So it's like a luxury meal for him right now. So he's trying to, almost like he's about to die. Well, maybe never say never.
He's about 20
die
seconds away
soon.
from it.
Almost like he's about to die soon. He's like, "This is my last meal."
Meal maxing.
Meal maxing. So he has a lot of passion about him, and that's
Meal
sort of,
maxing.
he has a lot of passion about him. That's sort of like charming in its own regard. The problem is his outlet for it is absolutely unruly and near like outright belligerent. So, yeah. One thing that would happen is Eva would fix a plate of everything and set it aside over here for Roma.
Aww. Let her starve.
And she's lost food privileges.
Igash's thigh is a bit off. Maybe not off. No, a bit off guard. Yeah, it surprised him a bit. Not that he failed to do it himself.
But she's
also because there's, but also like there's still food back here. So maybe that's just something she didn't know or hadn't considered. But he knows there's food back here. But he's still caught off guard that she did it at all. But doesn't make any mention of it. But aside from that, you guys tuck in. The Ash Wardens, aside from Nova, finish first. And it's eerie how fast they eat.
I mean, it also kind of makes sense considering their lives.
Yep.
The fastest one is Grover, and that's because he cheats.
He had 2 mouths.
No, that's the thing. Grover never takes off his mask. He just summons the Magimorph. It swallows the plate, swishes around, and spits back out the empty plate without food on it. And then that's it.
He's min-maxed eating, you guys.
Yeah, and then at him eating one plate, he excuses himself and goes back to researching. He ate for like 5 minutes. Maybe.
You know what this means, right?
I expected Nova.
No, that's the thing. Nova eats fast, but she also has a super high metabolism.
So she keeps eating.
So that's the thing. Nova eats faster than probably all of you guys, except maybe Boy for his madness. But she also has to put away like 7 times the quantity of food. It's like watching an anime protagonist, except it's real, and you're just like, how?
Super Saiyan.
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck? So as she like stacks on another plate, like, oh yeah, that's another set of mashed potatoes finished. And you realize that's like her 6th plate that she's racked up for mashed potatoes specifically. And it's like, what the fuck?
How many potatoes did they buy? Look over the potatoes. Yes. What are those giant cooking pots? Full of potatoes.
I should make mashed potatoes. I bought a potato ricer recently.
God damn it. Why'd you bring a mashed potatoes?
And I have gravy. I'm making mashed potatoes later. If I
too lazy. I'm gonna order food. I'm gonna order food. I'm too lazy. So, you guys put away the meal, and in due time, you guys have what is blissfully known as food coma. Just bleh. Just tucked away.
That's yeah.
Probably not terribly wrong, unfortunately, but
they're fat deposits, are they not? One of them just has milk jugs in them as well.
Hopefully, Nova's not a mom yet.
Hey, Garth, Sonic Boy, cool with the inflation, okay?
Oh, fuck you!
Think of that.
That's because you're not a Sonic Boy.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I hate it here. I fucking hate it here.
As the meal does go on, Francis, I will say, I'll be shaken out of his shell shock, his despair, his fear from what just happened.
Oh god, I saw dark. Oh god.
The presence of the people in the room and how you guys are reacting to it. He's either by mimicry inadvertent or by some purposeful effort to shake it out of himself, he does like begin to calm down. And Liz is a similar way, predominantly in the wake of Francis calming down. She's definitely most worried about him versus anyone else in the room. And it doesn't take an instant roll. She's happy that the table is filled like this. It clearly was designed to hold this many people. Just never was.
This is making me sad. We have to come for dinner every night.
In due time, you guys finish eating. Fayez begins helping put plates away, silverware, dishes, that sort of stuff, and washing it, because that's what every chef has to do when they're first starting out. Is they have to be the dishwasher on top of their other duties.
I think instinctively Dahlia would join them in grabbing dishes and
sure
helping out.
Calling from the table, Faiz, would you like me to just sort of He does like a hand wavy motion.
Right. I always forget you can do that. In fairness, I did not know anyone in my life that could do that.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Thank you very much.
I'm just hand wavy motion.
I'm thinking of making some coffee. Would anyone like some?
I'm sorry,
Some. So Eva points at Eugen, like, yeah, that's what he said. Apologies. Coffee.
What time is it?
Like 9
Late
o'clock.
Yeah.
I'll take one.
I don't know how prevalent coffee is in old Japan. New Japan, it's very common.
Not at all. Actually, you guys are tea based.
It's okay, so it's like 100% like became an import later on in life kind of thing.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Gotcha.
Hot bean soup.
The Dutch brought it. Along with guns.
I do not know what. Sure, why not? Something new, I suppose.
It is like tea, except like he thinks for a moment, like purposely burnt tea that tastes good.
He just blinks slowly.
Just try it, bruv. It's pretty good, but it makes you a bit wiry depending on who your eyes.
Coffee outside the Empire.
I trust that's one.
Yes, it's wrong. But sure, I'll have a cup.
Excellent.
Motherfucker gets an Americano, waters it down more.
Outside the Shirak Empire, they don't put cocaine in the coffee.
Yeah. Excellent. Miss, he tells that Miss Lisa. Do you have sand? She blinks a couple of times. What? Sand for the coffee. She blinks a couple of times.
She just looks at Mina. Normal? Is that what normal?
Yeah, that's how you be making coffee. Eva shakes her head. That's not how you make coffee normally.
I'm getting mixed results here. He looks at the Blitz. Do you know what coffee is? Is this normal?
Oh yeah, I think I got that in a flask once. Tastes like shit.
Did not expect that to actually be a yes.
I think I have some downstairs. Oh, I can go get it. Just tell me where. She gives him directions. No, she has like a jar of sand, so to speak. And he comes up with this jar of sand, clearly meant for vegetation, and pours it into a pot and heats the pot. Then he pulls out a coffee kit of his own, which, to Falk being one of the people that does know what coffee is, that is not what you normally make coffee in. So you're like, what the
Turkish
fuck?
coffee.
It is like Turkish coffee, that's how they make it. Because...
Hasn't he made this for us before?
No. Yes?
Okay.
It hasn't.
Yeah.
He has.
Oh, what the fuck?
Back
I could have sworn he has.
Valtonia, when you guys stayed in the fancy rooms. You guys might have forgotten, though.
Oh, yeah.
And I think it was whoever stayed up, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it for...
I think it was for whoever stayed up, which I don't think was most of you, so... Still canon. We're good. No continuity error.
How common is coffee in Eulonia?
Pretty common. Not Turkish coffee,
France,
but...
right? So, like...
Yeah.
It's France and England, a bit of Gaelic. I digress. But yeah, it's pretty common. It is very... Coffee originates beyond the Ventori League. Well, it used to. They sort of stolen it at this point. The originators of coffee are the Tarasi, technically. It's one of those spices that they bring over. I know coffee is not a spice, but it's one of those things that they bring over and trade for. In this day and age, the Ventorians have their own coffee plantations and stuff like that, but it's not the same. Not worse, just different. Different climates that they are cultivated in. And that coffee is that's one of the things the Spheroid Empire actually trades for. Because they don't make it themselves. Because there's no environment that can make coffee in the Spheroid Empire. Yeah, fun fact. Trade, baby! The Spheroid Empire also trades like for munitions and stuff with the Ventori League, but I digress. So yeah,
That is a fascinating method, Vice. My father would love to learn that.
Oh, I would encourage it. He's like swooshing, the coffee pot, quote unquote, in the sand. The times I've made it here, he chuckles. I know that people get some delight in seeing it, either from how different it is, or they just like watching a potboy over. Directly.
Certainly different.
He begins readying cups of coffee and presenting it out to everyone. For you, and for you, for you, for you. He's like going down the line.
Dankeschön.
And he puts onto the table, a little dish tray of sugar cubes and creamer. I guess it would just be milk, it wouldn't be creamer.
How do you say thank you in Japanese again?
Arigato.
Arigato.
Arigato. I knew I had the right audience to ask. Yeah, he says arigato. And then he tastes it. Tastes like crap. He's gonna add cream to it. How sweet is Turkish coffee? That's my question.
Sweet, not so much, but it's sweet, not so much, but it's probably about as. It's probably less bitter, right? But like proper coffees are usually less bitter than the instant shit that people bust out. I say this using instant coffee all the time, so.
Yeah, I was gonna say, really? I have no clue.
It's a bitter.
Yeah, the type that Folk is used to is definitely more bitter than this. Maybe, but to the point like that, like a proper cowboy, you know, let's say black and Taurish enough for me and my black coffee.
We make our coffee and clean our socks in the same pot.
That sounds unhealthy. And
like
disgusting.
Polar Express.
Oh my god, it is!
Polar Express.
No wonder you're all in a shitty mood.
So I'd say it's probably not super bitter, but its sweetness is a preference.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys all have a cup of coffee.
All right. So what do we roll for? Hey, caffeine hits you really hard.
Your guys' call. I don't care. I don't care to force that upon you guys as RP.
Ooh.
Like I definitely think because like caffeine has a limit. Because how caffeine works is it hits your neural receptors. But the thing is, if you're tired and all your receptors are filled, like say at near midnight, it won't have as much an effect versus you drinking it when you just woken up after sleeping. So that's why I'm just like, dealer's choice. You guys want to be caffeine slaves, then you'll be my guest. If you guys want to just be like, no, my character is cool and mature and doesn't get affected by coffee because they're drink coffee too much because they're too busy all the time, then you know, have fun with that. Interesting. I can't say I've ever had coffee like this. Thank you, Fias. He nods, holding his cup with both his hands as they're sipping at it. Like, there's something about this that I still don't get. What do you mean? Something with the flavor. Do you not like it? No, it's alright. It's just, I don't know. Almost be like sipping ash or something. Well, that is how coffee beans are made. You have to cook them. Mia just blinks at her cup, staring at it a couple times, like, she shrugs. Continues to drink it. Francis wants to try the coffee. He is forbidden from trying the coffee.
It's 9 o'clock, dude.
He is denied the coffee.
Do we have decaf?
No.
Get out of here, that shit.
No,
we're adventurers, derogatory.
He's not even allowed to like dip a finger in and taste the taste.
Do you give your coffee to allow him to do that?
Because Liz don't.
Then I guess he is.
Deli's like, hey, come here, kid.
I'm maybe a caffeine dealer. So you guys have, a quiet, calm evening to yourselves. Eventually, it does get towards the later parts of the evening, and Anvil, being the pseudo-leader of the Ashwarns, does declare, "Alright, I think we have overstayed our welcome, but thank you very much, Lisa, for a very delicious dinner. Of course, you are welcome back anytime. Although," she looks to the rest of you guys, "no more dark occurrences in my living room."
I I think we can manage that one. He says with at least 80% confidence.
I can manage that one.
We had better.
Okay.
Then we'll take our leave. Let us know if he needs anything while we're still in town. He looks towards Nova as he says that, who's in the midst of like drinking her 4th cup of coffee. She quirks an eyebrow at him. I'm just
that does
still
absolutely
waiting
nothing to
on. I'm still waiting on orders. And I told you, you guys don't let me make our orders, so she shrugs like, come on.
What do you want me to do?
Show that you have some way of contacting prophets. I mean, yeah. He quirks an eyebrow under his visor. Have you? No. Sips her coffee. Prophet already knows that she's out here and that she hasn't returned. Surely, if there were new orders to distribute out, he would have already sent them. See? Exactly. Thank you, Grover, for being a logical and fair, and you're not buttering me up. Fuck you. You sits back down. Very well. Come on, all of you.
When he says all of you, does he mean us too?
He says it to the Ash Wardens.
Yeah, he's not our boss.
Tell us what to do.
That's what
You
Nova
can be
says.
rude as shit and just like fuck around here.
That's what Nova says. Like, you're not my boss. She kicks up her feet, implying that she stayed here even longer now, despite him.
She has to wait
She
until
would
at
pick up
least
her feet.
all the Ashwardens are gone.
She would kick up her feet, lean back, cradling, balancing rather, on her chair. Like, sort of pushing her head backwards, like you're like a bored student. Sees Edelweiss, unkicks herself from her chair, leans forward, grabs some sugar cubes, and then leans back and holds them out for Edelweiss to eat.
Aww.
Excellent form. Excellent form.
So she's more like this. At this point, she's more closer to the balcony doorway.
And
Of course, fucking Edelweiss, get that crunchy crunch. Yeah, there you go.
that crunchy crone.
Om nom nom.
Oh my god.
It's okay.
I-
Here we go.
You know, things in the window that goes.
I know that's something to argue with you, Nova. Very well. We'll be seeing you later. Yep. Pew, 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 pew.
Falk, with a mouthful of mashed potato, just says, "You're so gentle with her."
Close your mouth and finish chewing first.
I'm pretty hit or miss with animals. I'm happy she likes me, though.
Well, she's not exactly a normal animal, no, is she?
I think he can speak to her telepathically, but he will
Yeah.
ask it in Spharian. Like, do you like her?
Don't be jealous.
I do. I do. Not any more than anyone else in your company. Well, like that Badger? Any proper people in your company.
Racist horse! Racist
Racist
horse!
horse.
What do you think?
Wait, hold up. Ask her how she feels about the goblin thing and you.
Goblin
Imagine-
thing.
I'm sure fucking Harley Davidson was racist. Anyway,
But they
I
aren't.
spelled a mod on it. What'd you say?
do you like her